What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Laura. In today's video we're going to talk about the only wrong decision you can ever make in your manifestation journey. The only wrong decision, the only mistake you could ever make, and that is indecision. That is indifference. That is not standing on business. Okay, let's get into the video. And I had to literally, honestly, this is something that I've battled with and I feel like I've overcome, and that's why I was like, I feel like I got a download. I'm like, I need to film it right now. Literally right now. That's why I'm in my car. I'm like, I'm doing this right now. I want to get it out. I need to share this with someone, whoever will listen. I struggled with this. I struggled with indecision, and I guess indecision is just another word for wavering. I struggled with this so much with money. I would set one income goal and I would be like, I'm asking for this. If your goals don't scare you, they're not big enough, like I'm going for it. I feel like I was in my Aries energy. I was like, no, fuck it, I'm going for it. I'm asking for this goal. I mean, it wasn't like £1 million, but it was, I would say, probably an income jump of like 5 to 6K a month. Okay, so it was like, it was big. It was big for me. But at the same time, I was looking at a lot of other coaches and just online entrepreneurs at that time, women online, and they were making bank online. Okay, they were making a lot of money, and I thought, well, why not me? Okay, if manifestation is real, why can't I manifest this amount of money? So what I did was I decided, okay, I want this amount every month. I want 10K a month every month, and this is, yeah, that's what I'm asking for. And I would get going with techniques. I would be like, I made my own subliminals. I would affirm. I would visualize. When I felt called to, I would script. I was doing like 4 different techniques, okay, most days. I thought that the more techniques I did, the more worthy that would make me. But guys, I was so wrong. Techniques don't manifest, okay? They don't manifest. That's not what manifests the new identity. You manifest the new identity. I did a video about this before. I'm going to link it below, about how you are the method. You are literally the method. I will die on that hill. You are the method. Scripting, visualizing, affirming, whatever. Don't care. Do it if you want to. If you don't, you still get what you want in life, okay? You can still manifest like an MF, okay? So they are not what manifests. Your state and your embodiment is actually what manifests. And you know what? Your decisiveness, your conviction is what manifests. Like from my example, okay, here's where I went wrong. I was doing the techniques. I thought, okay, the more I do this, the more this makes me worthy, the more this makes me the person who has the thing. No. You know what I was manifesting? Being more of the person who is manifesting money, ironically. Okay, I was manifesting more of the waiting, more of the becoming, more of the, oh, this is so hard. Oh, I'm on a manifestation journey. No. If I just dropped all that and been like, no, this doesn't feel good. I'm deciding that I'm the person that receives 10K a month. Period. Full stop. I'm not available for any other reality. I don't care what the 3D shows me. I don't care if I don't see any movement. I don't care if actually I start getting more bills. No, because I decided. I decided here and I decided in my body. End of. But I didn't do that, okay? Which is why I'm making this video. What I did was, yeah, I wavered. And I was like, it's too much. That's too much to ask for. I can't. No, that's too much. And you know why I started to waver? It was because my mind started to imagine the how. Like, how am I going to receive that much money? How am I going to do that? I'm never going to get paid that from the job I'm at right now. I don't have like a business yet. How am I going to do that? How am I going to achieve that? I've never received that much money before. I don't actually know anyone else personally receiving that much money, or I didn't think anyway. How am I going to do it? How am I going to do it? I tried to be too logical. And here's the problem, guys. Manifestation is not logical. It's not logical. It's not all woo-woo either, but it's not logical. Like, it's universal law. And just because universal law is like this invisible thing, that doesn't make it not real. Because I know sometimes our brains try to like figure it all out. Like, how will this happen? That's not your job to know how it's going to happen, okay? Just like if someone asked you to explain, if someone walked up to me right now and was like, Laura, explain the law of gravity. I don't know how it works. Like, yeah, I guess it's real, but how does it work? I would be like, I don't know. I don't know how, I'm not a physicist. I don't know how to explain the ins and outs of physics, of the law of gravity to you. Like, I don't know why if I drop this bottle right now, it's not gonna float in the air. Like, I can't explain that to you. I can't explain why like how gravity works. Think of universal laws the same way, okay? If you have a problem trying to be logical about the how, it's not your job. Like, you don't have to worry about gravity. It just does its thing, okay? And thank you for that. We're so grateful. But it's the same with manifestation. If you get too caught up in the how and that's why you're wavering, just try, and just be like, it's not my job. My job is to show up every day and decide who the fuck I am. That's all I need to do. I don't need to worry about the how. Take aligned action, 100%. But I don't need to be like stressing and micromanaging, and I certainly don't need to be wavering and diluting my goal. Because if we're talking about money, the universe doesn't see a difference between £1 or £1,000,000. We're the ones who assign value. More importantly, we're the ones who assign the meaning of what we believe we are worthy of. The universe is just going to deliver it by law, period. We're the ones that decide, okay, well, I'm worthy of finding £1 on the street, but I'm not worthy of receiving £1,000,000. No, I'm not worthy of that. I've never received that before. I can't have that. We're the ones who decide that. So if you can decide that, I'm telling you, you can decide the opposite and you can decide and stand firm. So don't go wrong like I did. If you have a monetary goal, if you have a relationship goal, if you have a business goal, if you have a health goal, decide what you want and stick with it. Don't waver. Don't decide it's too big for me. I can't have it. I've never had it before. I'm not doing enough work. The only work you need to do is to keep expressing conviction and decisiveness and doing whatever you need to do to remain dominantly in the version of you who already has whatever the goal is that you want. That is all you need to do. That's your job. The how, the when, the circumstances, timeline, that's not your job. That's not your job. So you don't need to be thinking about any of that. Like gravity, that's not our job. That's physics. That's the universe. That's God. Whatever external forces are responsible for the laws of the earth. But that's not our job. That's not our job. With manifestation, you just need to keep showing up, keep being decisive. Don't waver. Don't be indecisive. Because this is what I used to do. I used to be like, maybe I can't have that. Maybe I'm doing this all wrong. Maybe I should go and read another book. Maybe I should go and watch another podcast. Maybe I should join another manifestation, like coaching program. No. Instead of being indecisive and going down all these mini routes, they're just diversions. Stay focused, laser focused on the goal, on the new identity, and block everything else out. Don't let the 3D bully you. When you don't see movement or you actually see unfavorable circumstances pop up, don't give it your power. Don't give it your energy, because in here, you already decided who you are. And you're worthy, by the way. If that's another thing that you're struggling with, like I was, you're worthy. Let me tell you something. You're alive, so you're worthy, okay? It doesn't. I used to get so caught up in the techniques and, I need to dress a certain way to get to receive my goal. I need to behave perfectly. I need to do this. I need to do that. All these dumb things that I was making up. No, you're worthy just because you're alive. You're alive. You were born. You're conscious, so you're worthy. Okay? Okay. So I feel like I was shouting. I'm really sorry if I was like screaming that whole time. I just feel very passionate about this. And I feel very passionate about women, especially feeling empowered and deciding that they get to receive the things that they want to receive. For the last time, you are worthy. Say it right now. I am worthy. And decide what you want and stick with it. You don't need more techniques. You don't need to do more work to feel more worthy. You need to work on your self-love, self-trust, and trusting the universe. like I said, being decisive. That's the point of the video. Decide and do not waver. Once you decide, be like, no, I asked for this, I'm getting this. It's just the way it is. I literally don't care. I don't know if you guys have seen that meme. I saw it on Pinterest. It's a picture of Angelina Jolie. She's so stunning, by the way. I just literally can't deal. And it's a picture of her. It says, like, in speech marks, that won't work. And at the bottom it says, it will. I'm literally crazy. But I really vibe with that picture. I feel like aligned with that picture. If someone ever tries to tell me, like, looks at me funny, you know, like, really? That's what you want? I'm like, yeah, literally. And it's gonna work because I'm crazy. And yeah, I just feel like, let's encourage more of that. Let's be so delusional that we really do receive our dream lives, because we're worthy and we're deciding that we are allowed to receive whatever it is we want. Okay, guys, that was my hot take on indecision and wavering. I hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, happy manifesting, and decide what you want and stick with it, okay?